and welcome to Clearview News Desk. We are reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. First, the headlines.
Former Minister Sadiya Umar Farouk dares anti-graft agency, shuns invitation by EFCC. Legislative expert cautions Nigerians on the dangers of irregular migration called Japa syndrome in local parlance. Iran vows harsh response to a bomb attack on crowds on the anniversary of spy master Qasem Soleimani's assassination by the US.
I am Gloria Atta with these and more. Welcome. We start today's package with first in the series of our stories on 2023 CAF Africa Cup of Nations, which is due to hold in Côte d'Ivoire from 13th January to 11th February 2024. The tournament will feature 24 men's national teams from Africa. It will be the first time since 2012 that the tournament, normally held every other year, is being held in the same year as an Olympic Games. Only one team, Cameroon, has ever won the men's senior AFCON and the Olympic men's under-23 gold medal in the same year, achieving the feat in 2000. The only other country to have won both titles, doing so in different years, is Nigeria. AFCON in 1994 and Olympic gold in 1996. The CAF Africa Cup of Nations Côte d'Ivoire 2023, being held in January 2024, is the 34th edition of Africa's biennial national men's team football competition. The tournament has come to capture the imagination like few others, its vibrancy unmatched. Its stage helps to catapult careers into the realms of superstardom, and now it is bigger than ever, featuring 24 nations after a qualifying campaign involving 54 teams. AFCON has expanded in size while simultaneously reaching a wider audience with its biennial events, a far cry from its origins more than 60 years ago. The Confederation of African Football, CAF, was founded by four nations in 1957: Egypt, Ethiopia, South Africa, and Sudan. The first AFCON was held that year, but South Africa's policy of apartheid prompted their exclusion, meaning there were just 3 teams in the competition. Egypt were the first winners, beating Sudan 2-1 in the semi-final, and then Ethiopia 4-0 in the final. Egypt, under the guise of United Arab Republic, following its short-term union with Syria, would win again in 1959, but this would prove to be the end of the closed shop, with qualification introduced from the 1962 edition onwards. The tournament slowly expanded thereafter. From 4 nations in 1962, 6 competed in 1963 and 1965, but soon 8 became the norm. With African football enjoying a boom, AFCON itself expanded to 12 teams in 1992 before setting on 16 in 1996, a format which would remain in place until 2017 and now 24 nations in 2024. A former Minister of Humanitarian Affairs under President Muhammadu Buhari's administration, Sadiya Umar Farouk, has dared the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, by refusing to honor its invitation, bordering on graft allegations. But what could have given her the guts? Clearview News Desk swung into action and carried out an in-depth analysis and a background check on the former minister. Observers say this will be the first integrity test for the new EFCC boss, Ola Olukoyede.
Officials of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission are still considering the possibility of obtaining an arrest warrant against the former Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Sadiya Umar Farouk. The development followed the former minister shunning invitations bordering on fraud to the tune of over 37 billion naira when she held sway as the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs. She was conspicuously absent at the headquarters of the anti-graft agency located at Jabi, Abuja on Wednesday, 3rd of January. The former minister was asked to appear before investigators at the EFCC headquarters at about 10 a.m. to give account of alleged fraud that took place under her watch. What could have given her the guts not to answer the call of the anti-graft agency? Her connections with the powers that be? Or is it just the philosophy of the ruling APC? Recollect Senator Adams Oshomole at a presidential rally in Benin City said that when you join APC, your sins are forgiven. This appeared to be the scenario in a high-profile corruption case involving a former Southeast governor who decamped from PDP to APC. From all indications, the billion-naira EFCC matter against him has been swept under the carpet. Will the case of Sadia Umar Farouk be like that? We believe it may go that way when one considers the fact that Sadia is a high-profile member of the APC, having served as the interim national treasurer of the party as far back as 2013, and also a member of the APC Presidential Campaign Council. Whichever way, this will be an integrity test not just for the new EFCC boss, Olukoyede, but the administration of President Bola Tinubu. Subsequently, we shall be feeding you with reactions from Nigerians in the diaspora.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has however come out to defend the former Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Sadia Umar Farouk, saying she did not disregard its invitation, contrary to reports in some media outlets. In an interview with the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, on Thursday in Abuja, also published in major newspapers including Leadership, the EFCC spokesperson, Dele Oyewale, said that the former minister had sent a letter explaining her inability to attend due to health challenges. According to Dele, it is true that she did not appear, but she sent a letter requesting additional time, citing health issues. She did not decline the EFCC's invitation. She provided reasons for her absence. Furthermore, her lawyer visited the commission to explain why she couldn't attend. Unquote. Oyewale noted that the commission had taken her plea into consideration, expecting her to comply with the invitation at the earliest opportunity. On possible arrest, EFCC spokesman clarified that this might not be necessary as she had fulfilled the necessary procedures through her legal representative. Nigerians who aspire to leave the country for greener pastures abroad have again been advised to go through legal ways to avoid inhumane treatment in foreign lands. A legislative expert and General Secretary, Nigerian Inline Skating Federation, Sylvester Fadion, who made the call in an exclusive interview with Clearview News Imefono Kon, also pleaded with Nigeria's government to do the needful to discourage Japa syndrome among Nigerians.
In recent times, the exodus of Nigerian youth to other parts of the world for education and general socio-economic conditions has resumed an alarming proportion. In an exclusive interview with Clearview News crew, a legislative expert and general secretary, Nigerian Inline Skating Federation, Sylvester Fanon, who was on official assignment to Germany sometimes, lamented over the inhuman treatment many Nigerians face abroad as a result of leadership failure and harsh economy back home.
Me, I was just privileged. I was just opportune to be sponsored by an individual who lives in Germany to go there. But I had one-on-one interaction with some of my Nigerians. Some of them spend 1 month on different routes to arrive in their destination. The experience they share with me, they are terrible. The one that survived, they are the one that found themselves in those countries, I'm telling you. Among 10 people that were embarked on that trip, believe me, it's not the 10 that will survive it. Some of them died in the Mediterranean Sea, some of them died in the desert, some of them just tried to survive. Some of them, like the ladies, their one is the worst. This one, they will stop by in one country, maybe like Libya and other small country, and prostitute and get some money to push themselves. As I speak to you now, there's a lady that's telling me that she's just stranded in that country. She can't even move because she don't have most of them don't have the paper. You know, they don't have the valid paper. Some of them, in fact, if the government of that country arrests them now, it's another case on its own. So they are just striving for survival because they hate their country. Ask them to come back to the country. Nobody wants to come back because they will tell you that the government does not like us. Believe me, the Nigerian government is against the youth. I'm telling you, unless the Nigerian government put a key, like do the needful for Nigerian, otherwise the Nigerian, I just pray there will not be any big revolution, because believe me, outside there, the Nigerians are not happy.
Sylvester also pleads with Nigerians who want to travel abroad for greener pastures to do it the right way, to avoid inhuman treatment many of them have been subjected to.
There's a legal way, there's a genuine way for you to japa. They will guide you and put you through. But don't go and japa on your own, because you are doing it at your own risks. You will die on the process. In fact, it's risky. Some of them, they go there, they don't have body parts, some of them they exchange some of that. So it's dangerous, because somebody will be, most of those white people, they don't even care about you, because all they care is, okay, maybe their grandfather needs one body part to complete, maybe a kidney. They'll just take you there. Before you know, you just see yourself in the hospital. Before you know, your kidney will be exchanged. You don't know. So please, Nigerians, if you want to japa, please, there's a better way to japa. Don't japa through dangerous means. It's not good. If you have a brother abroad, call him, call her. How are you doing? How is life with you there? I hope you have eaten. Hope you have. Just find out. Don't think that because your brother is abroad, you think that everything is well with him. It's not all of them that are actually doing well in that abroad. Believe me. Some of them, they are just. In fact, Nigeria is even better compared to some of them there. They live. They don't have a house. They are homeless. You see them sleeping on and the cold there is something else. So please, if you have a brother that japa in the wrong way, call them. Have a brother. If the thing no good, come back Nigeria. Please, Nigeria go better.
Recall that since the early years of independence, Africa has witnessed varying degrees of migration, regular and irregular. Critics have attributed this phenomenon to factors such as high poverty levels, poor infrastructure, rising unemployment, and the deplorable economies of most African countries. Imefon Okon, reporting for Clever News.
Away from JAPA, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Federal Capital Territory Command, has decorated 1,000 promoted officers in the command. The officers were decorated at the State Command's headquarters in Abuja. Clearview's correspondent brings us details of the event.
21,000 personnel and officers of the Corps were promoted across the country by the federal government out of the 29,000 who wrote promotion examinations in 2023. They were promoted across various ranks and cadres in the service. The Commandant General of the Corps, Ahmed Audu, had pushed for the promotion of the personnel before the board, arguing that many of the Corps personnel had been stagnated for years. The Commandant of the FCT Command, Olushola Odumosu, in his remarks commended the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, and the Commandant General of the Corps, Ahmed Audu, for the massive promotion under the present administration.
I want to thank all of you for your dedication, for your commitment to service, and for your resilience. And I also want to appreciate your spouses and family members for the various cooperations you have gotten at the home front. Because without the support of your family members, I'm sure you will not be where you are today.
Dignitaries who performed decoration were the representatives of the Commandant General, the FCT Director of the Department of State, DSS, the Director of FCT Fire Service Command, the Corps Marshal of the FRSC, FCT Command, and the House of Representatives members from the FCT.
We have to be on our toes. Sleep, please, and please take it away. Let's endeavor to leave a mark in whatever responsibility assigned to us.
I want to thank God for this kind of promotion. We hope that for those who are not that privileged to get, the next time around, by God's special grace, we know that we'll also be celebrating you.
If there is any human being that is going into any trouble, if there is a way you can take him out of that trouble, please do that, but don't to be the one to make another human being into any trouble.
Officers were promoted from assistant commandants to deputy commandants in the FCT command, while over 20 officers were promoted from chief superintendent of the Corps to assistant commandants. Odumosu urged the newly decorated personnel to be diligent while discharging their duties. He said those who could not benefit from the exercise should not lose hope, as the authorities are already aware of the need to clear the backlogs of promotion, which the Commandant General had made a cardinal point of his policy in the service.
Residents of Nigeria's Federal Capital Territory have expressed mixed feelings over the 2023 Christmas celebration, while some residents expressed joy that despite a year-long turbulence occasioned by the removal of fuel subsidy and the economic hardship being experienced in the country, they are still able to observe the Christmas period like any other day of the year. Others said the celebration was boring in Abuja compared to how they used to have it in their villages. Clevy News, Imifunokon has the details.
In Nigeria, a religiously diverse nation, many homes, Christians, Muslims, and traditional religion practitioners celebrate together in the spirit of friendship and comradeship, enjoying fun, exchange of gifts, and share the love that is the hallmark of Christmas. Some Abuja residents who shared their Christmas celebration experience with Clearview News crew expressed divergent feelings about the celebration in Abuja, the nation's capital.
No, as compared to my traditional celebrations, of course there will be a lot of masquerades on the road and stuff like that. But here it's more, this is like a more metropolitan city. Everybody is focused on his business, so I doubt people might even celebrate Christmas the way they do in the village. So here I just went out and stuff like that.
I celebrated my Christmas in Frankfurt, Germany. I went for a training, though there they celebrated it on the 24th. That's on the 24th of December. While I was calling my people at home, I was telling them that, hey, Christmas is here, it's in the 24th in Nigeria. That means if I can spend Christmas in Frankfurt, I can still come back and celebrate in Nigeria. So the experience there was so boring, to be honest. There's no place like home. Because on Christmas Day, nothing, no dance, nobody is wearing fine clothes. Life as usual, the cold weather, we're just seeing people in jacket. So there's no place like home.
Well, for me, it was wonderful. It was excellent because I made plans ahead. Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that we need to do or get right in this country. If you always mind the economy, you might not go anywhere. You will not head anywhere. So the best thing is make your decisions, make your plans, regardless whatsoever it is.
The Christmas celebration was powerful. We bless the name of God for giving an opportunity for us to see the Christmas and New Year. It's a wonderful Christmas for my life.
It was better. I had fun. I went out, enjoyed my family. Jolly, enjoyment.
It was better because last year I spent it in the village. I was not opportune to attend the wash night service, while this year I did. And the crossover service also, while this year I did, so it's awesome.
While speaking on their expectations in the new year, their expectations were not different as this Abuja resident expressed hope that the frustrations and uncertainties experienced in previous years will be behind them in the new year when government provides them with the basic needs of survival.
My expectation for the new year is that this new year will bring a new revolution into the life of individuals, especially my life, the life of Nigerians, our president in person. This new year, 2024, will be better than 2023.
More blessings. And just try to, as in this year, we just pray for more favors and for everything to be better, especially in the country and the economy as well.
Well, I believe that this year will be better and greater than next year. Why? Because I've already made my plans, like I told you. Everything boils down to plans.
More life, good life, and marriage.
I'm expecting God to help me and bless me with a job. That's what I'm expecting from.
My new expectation is so many expectations, but I just wish our government, our leaders should do the needful, because honestly, we are blessed with both human, mineral, and every resources, but what we are lacking in this country is just wanting leadership.
In 2024, amidst economic uncertainties persisting for over a decade, individuals, corporations, and